bid to put many Americans out of work.
This is Dick Russ in Akron, and I'll have a live report on how taxpayers here will save millions.
And I thank God that I've really never had any problems throwing a ball, and he didn't let me down again today.
Bernie didn't let down, either did the D, and the Browns are in first place by a game.
A blustery south wind is going to make it seem like summer again, well, almost.
Those stories and much more next on U Center 8.
Now, Tim Taylor, Denise DeCenzo, Casey Coleman on sports, and Dick Goddard with weather. This is News Center 8.
Good evening, everyone.
Thanks for joining us. Here's what's happening. A tired but optimistic Dennis Kucinich is wrapping up his month-long walk across Ohio tonight, a path he hopes will lead him to the governor's mansion a year from now.
News Center 8's Mary Lou Johannick is in our newsroom now with more on the Kucinich gubernatorial marathon. Mary Lou?
Well, Tim and Denise, they say the longest journey begins with a single step, and with the governor's race still a year off.
He was greeted by a small group of supporters and well-wishers. Mr. Kucinich, a lot of people say that your trip through the state was nothing more than a political gimmick. Was it a gimmick?
Well, if anybody wants to walk
He's done what he started out to do, and that is walk through the state. Now, whether it's going to be enough to get him to walk into the governor's office in about 13 months remains to be seen. And they're singing happy birthday because tomorrow's Mr. Kucinich's 39th birthday. Mary Lou?
Thanks, Bob. We know you will keep us informed.
Thanks, Mary Lou. Well, there was singing, chanting, and cheering in downtown Cleveland today, but all the hoopla did not involve a political candidate. News Center 8's Gary Stromberg says it was an effort to boost morale among striking welfare workers. Supervisors and non-striking employees are doing their best to serve welfare clients, but officials admit there are disruptions and in many cases long delays.
And Denise, a serious money squeeze is impacting on counties all across Ohio tonight. Jackson County is almost broke, and U Center 8's Mike Conway reports Portage County officials are headed for a financial showdown. Behind the county commissioners hoping to
Still to come on News Center 8, is your child safe while riding in a Cleveland school bus? We'll find out in an IT investigation.
And then we'll cross the ocean to learn that it's more than just miles that separate America and Japan. It's part of our special East meets West.
But winning is the same in any language, and we'll meet some of Ohio's lesser-known lottery winners when News Center 8 continues.
This is a professional.
4 students hopped aboard a Cleveland school bus heading for Glenville High today, but they didn't get very far. Just as their bus started to pull away.
Questions about the safety of our school buses. Today is the beginning of National School Bus Safety Week. And in tonight's I-Team report, the I-Team's Carl Monday examines the safety record of the Cleveland school transportation system.
Today's accident to Marion Elementary.
The U.S. is sailing into a sea of red ink today. The government will run out of money soon unless the federal debt ceiling is raised.
In the newsroom now, Mary Lou Johannick says that measure is tied up with an amendment calling for a balanced budget. Mary Lou.
Well, Tim and Denise, do you have any idea how much $2 trillion is? Our government has already borrowed more than $1.8 trillion, and now Congress is working to push that limit up to $2 trillion. The problem is, before that happens, Congress will have to agree on a proposed world and national news, a story you won't believe about brain research and prison inmates. Tim, Denise?
Thanks, Mary Lou. Tonight, Cleveland police are breathing a little bit easier following a truck accident on the East Shoreway today.
How about those Browns yesterday? What a great game, an important win, too.
And perhaps an important day for our $6 million quarterback.
And of course, the big question is Bernie going to start this week? It's very simple, folks. If Gary is healthy, it's Bernie on the bench. That and all the sports coming up. Stay with us.
I guess in a lot of ways the Browns were fortunate to win yesterday.
Bounce of the ball seems to be going the Brownies' way because despite themselves, the Browns are sitting atop the AFC Central following their win and the Steelers' loss. The Browns won the mean rematch with New England 24-20.
Thanks, Dick. Some really heavy frost for some of us this morning.
That's right, but it turned out to be a beautiful day.
It was great. This is why so many of us love early October. And tomorrow is going to be a beauty. I'm giving away the forecast already, but hold on to your hats. The wind is going to pick up, but that is going to bring the mild weather. We're going to start giving Chicken Little awards for what happened over the last 24 hours. Well, over the weekend, Wycliffe won the honor, and I'll tell you why, and I'll give you the forecast too after this.
Now, Dick, tell us more about these Chicken Little awards.
Okay, I think Wycliffe qualified over the weekend, Saturday night and Sunday. I mentioned Friday with lake effect setting in, you might see some soft hail. In Willowick, they had 4 inches of hail. Thunder all over the place, but it was a fairly isolated condition anyway. But no lake effect now. We have clear skies now. It is going to stay that way tonight. We won't be nearly as cold as we were this morning, where we had a good deal of frost in the area. It is 65 degrees currently. The wind is coming in 20 and gusting to 27 out of the south, and that simply is a portent of things just over the horizon. Huge storm over the plains. We've got a high plains drifter on our hands tonight. The humidity 37% and the barometer 30-15. That is nearly steady. We have had no precipitation today, and I think that is going to be the case again tomorrow. It looks like it may be late Wednesday or Wednesday night before we may begin to see showers ahead of what is a huge storm center. The storm center itself should miss us. On the radar, we'll go quickly by because we have no precipitation, obviously, with clear skies. We have on the lake forecast the temperature now 65 degrees, down 2 since Friday. Winds coming at us subtly 10 and 20 tonight, subtly 15 to 35, and I think we'll have gusts beyond that tomorrow. Lake waves near shore 1 to 3 feet. We will now see around the state of Ohio a very mild temperature pattern with everybody in the 60s except for the 70 at Findlay. It is 65 currently at Hopkins. We had a 27 at Doylestown this morning. We had a 23 Scott Failer down at Possum Run Road in the Mansfield area. Reported that. That's one of those very cold air drainage areas. Otherwise, we see 60s across the state. Our high today in Cleveland officially 66, the low 35, and a year ago 63 and 56. Sunrise tomorrow is going to be at 7:31, down at 6:58. We will see on the winds aloft going into the early Wednesday period a storm center at 18,000 feet in the northern Great Lakes, and here's the airflow coming around it. We will benefit from the airflow east of the system out of the southwest, at least temporarily. We have clear sky in Ohio, the clouds wrapping around the storm center at East Glacier, Montana, up in the Big Sky country. 20 inches of snow already from this system. They may get another foot up there, and at Snowbird, Utah, the skiers are happy they've got 8 inches there. This is the high that is blocking off any rapid advance of that storm as you see what's going on in the southwest. The Air Force Academy in Colorado had a wind of 69 miles an hour earlier today. The most significant snow pattern of the season so far to the north of that low, and again the low is going to be transported this way as witness the winds aloft. We will see the temperature pattern 80s in Florida today, 60s up the coast. We'll be, I feel, in the low 70s here tomorrow, in the 70s Wednesday. The winds, of course, around this system as it moves that way will be significant. We have a very pleasant day out in the southwest. The forecast. We will see that our winds are going to be southerly over the next period at 15 to 35 miles an hour, increasing generally during the day on Tuesday. For tonight, clear, chilly, the low 40, not as chilly as we have been. For Tuesday, a lot of sunshine, very windy and mild, the high about 72. Lows tomorrow night 52. Now for Wednesday, I think we'll see more of a mix of clouds and sunshine, very windy again, the high about 77. By Wednesday night, may see a few showers even in the day. Thursday and Friday may see some showery weather, 65 Thursday, 63 Friday, and I would hope clearing Saturday. Easy to say clearing Saturday when this is Monday, but I hope it works out, and highs in the 50s. Later, we'll answer the eternal question, is this Indian summer, and give you the fall foliage report for the weekend.
Oh, that sounds good. Thanks, Dick.